views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Oh, boy. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It's so great to have you joining us here. Thank you for tuning us in and turning us on. It is a featured show. Actually, we have two featured shows for all of you today. I am so thrilled to be talking about angels and light beings with Francine Vale today. Angels and light beings. Today's show is about quantum angel healing beyond linear time. Now, I love this. I love this topic, and it was really kind of cool. You know, as Francine and I were thinking about what's a radio series going to be about, you know, what are the messages that are being called forth in this upcoming year? Today, that's what Francine's going to help us think about. Going to give us some, you know, ideas about what the new year could be like for each and every one of us. You know, what could this be like? Last time Francine was on, the response to her angel healings was enormous. It was enormous. And, you know, for people out there that have been listening to the show, whether you're a new listener or you've been somebody that's been with us for a while, you know, the feedback that we're getting is that whatever you're hearing here, you want more of. And that's why today's show is so important. It's to allow us to open up and get ready for an energy that is now unleashed. People say, wow, what energy you're talking about, given the things going on in the world. Well, it is an enormously expansive energy that is enabling people across the planet to step forth with an accelerated voice. And this is really the conversation. But most importantly, how can we talk about quantum in relation to healing? You know, what are we thinking about when we're saying the smallest amount of energy measurable, the smallest amount can unleash in epic proportion healing, wellness, and peace and joy. Today, Francine Vale is co-hosting with me. And for those of you that missed the first show, I want to tell you what Angels and Light Beings with Francine is all about. You know, it's when Francine, now we know, has stepped into her full power and potential, brings forth divine love in the form of golden healing light. And so today, you're going to hear more about what that initiation means. And what is it about her journey? What is it that has been going on for over 3 decades? What is it that Francine has been able to help people with so that her mission on earth is to engage in a learning experience to call forth the power and the presence of the highest forms of energy and not only heal individuals, but create well-being and deeper meaning to life. So today, get ready, fasten your seatbelts, invite the angels and light beings in, and let's have a blast. Francine, welcome to the show.
Well, hello. Hello, Pat. I'm just delighted to be here, and I'm very excited about the information that we have to impart to all our listeners today.
Yeah.
So, as I said to you, you know, we decided, Dr. Pat and I, to talk about initiation in a way that you would understand each time you tune in.
Yeah.
You are taking part in initiation. And then I was thinking, why don't I give a very brief explanation of what that means? So when you feel you're being initiated, you know what you're initiated into. That's really important. So I wrote a little paragraph, and I'd like to read that little paragraph so that I get it exactly the way it's meant to be. And this just comes straight from the light beings to you. And so what the message is that I say every day, I say this and I share it with you to join me. As a human being on planet Earth, I wish to be initiated into the light of all that is. As I walk this earth, may I establish in my name an imprint of love. May initiation bring me wisdom and strength to know when to speak and when to remain silent, when to act and when to observe patience. May initiation into the light of all that is bring peace to my eternal soul and peace deep within my heart. May initiation grant me knowledge of divine love. I hereby seek initiation with the dawn of each new day. So who wouldn't want to be initiated into that and become your higher self with every day that you live?
Wow. Isn't that really the essence of what you and I have been talking about? You know, this idea of expansive nature, expansive energy, expansive opportunities, expansive creativities. And you know what's so interesting about this? You know, we're not sitting here saying, oh, it's going to be exactly this or that. What I hear you saying is that it's going to be a life force that enables people to take one step and then build upon the other. But the idea is that it is a forward movement. And I think that's different, Francine, than what we've been hearing the past 5-10 years.
Yes, it is. And the beauty of it is that we have freedom to create our life from day to day. Whatever happened yesterday, today we can make it better. And that's really what initiation is. It's making that choice to make your life better today than it was yesterday. And of course, you know this, Dr. Pat, that as we work on ourselves and raise our own frequency through the power of love, we raise the frequency of people around us. So it's all connected. And that's what we're talking about today is quantum physics, quantum mechanics. And science is now starting to catch up with spirit. Spirit has always known this. And so it all comes together. All that we talk about is part of the great oneness, the unity consciousness. And that's really a beautiful thought. Beautiful thought.
Well, I mean, this is really the part of the message that is really different. It used to be we were having conversations, Francine, right, that had to do with healing and wellness. And I remember a conversation, it had to be about 5 or 6 years ago, where, you know, the conversation had to do with how patient we needed to be to heal. And and while that conversation may have been great for that time that we lived in, the message that, you know, I think we're hearing today is that we can have instantaneous, miraculous healings, wellness, wholeness. But the question really is, how do we accomplish this? How does all of this happen? You know, how do we get to that place where the healing process not only begins, but starts to take on a life of its own? What have you discovered?
Well, what I have discovered is that is such an interesting question. Thank you, Dr. Pat. What I have discovered is that we don't do this alone. We are all on a journey, and we are being assisted by our higher selves, guardian angels, spirit guides. There are millions and millions and millions of spiritual beings on the planet now helping us. So what was true 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or 100 years ago is now speeded up into something that we can now understand in a way that we couldn't understand in the past. And that's because of, computer technology is teaching us how information is compressed in a tiny point of a chip. And so we can better understand quantum mechanics. And so by using the process of quantum mechanics, we can use the tiniest amount of light, which is actually in a higher dimension, and access it in the blink of an eye. And so healing does not have to take for a very long time. When I do healings to people, it speeds up their physical healing process because we're reaching deep into a quantum level of the physical body, which is really happening on a quantum level, and that affects the physical body. So we're reaching into a cellular level, a deep cellular level, and transforming the cells on a deep cellular level so that healing is deeper and can become permanent. We're not just putting a Band-Aid over something. We're reaching down deep, and this was not really available until now. And so this is like new teachings, and science is catching up. That's the wonderful thing.
Yeah. Francine, I have to tell you something. I was struck, and I know you and I talked about this last time, but I want to mention it to our listeners. For those of you out there that are hearing this for the first time and you're thinking, wait a minute, I must have missed the show last time. The response from our listeners to your gift of angel healing during the show and then after the show was incredible. I would love, when we come back from break, for you to talk about that a little bit, the energy of this. I said to you earlier on, we've got the best listeners on the planet, and they are amazing. So I want to take a short break. When we come back, talk about what that was like. And for those of you that are listening that had the opportunity to work with Francine, I would love to hear from you. And you know the number, 1-800-930-2819. We're going to take a short break. Think about this. This is on Francine's website, Angels and Light Beings website. So it's angelsandlightbeings.com. More than a healer, it could be said that golden light is embedded on every page. The language and arrangement of words on the pages of Song of the Heart, that's her book, was designed to bring greater awareness of the absolute necessity for love and the power of love to shift the energy at every turn in our lives. It was designed to transform and uplift the consciousness of its readers into a higher frequency never before available, yet available now for all who so desire and open to receive it. Boy, isn't that the greatest gift and challenge for all of us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Tim Darter.
And I'm Steve Kramer.
Join us on Spirit Fire Radio. Discover how to add the mechanics of meditation to your day.
And watch yourself connect in a whole new way. Find the amazing moments in life's routines that often pass us by. Add to your awareness with Spirit Fire Radio.
Tune in each Wednesday at 9 a.m. for your weekly guide to practical mindfulness. And to learn more, visit www.spiritfireradio.com.
Song of the Heart, Walking the Path of Light, from author and healer Francine Vale, is available now. Through Francine's life story, we learn how imperative it is to love one another. Once this simple truth is learned, peace on earth will prevail. Song of the Heart is a life lived and a story told for this purpose. To learn more about Francine and her amazing gifts, or to order your copy of the book today, visit angelsandlightbeings.com.
The life you're dreaming of is waiting for you to say yes. Together, we can create a powerful, love-centered world where business is not a competition, but a community of highly conscious individuals making a positive impact in their own lives and the lives of others. Fun, flexible, fabulous. You make the rules. We offer the tools. Connect with Shelley today to learn more at Live, Love, Earn with Shelley. That's SHELLEY.com.
The 24th Annual WOW Conference, United We Change the World, is February 11th through the 15th. Featured guests are Dr. Christine Page on Creative Dragon Energy. Dr. Susan Shumsky will show you how to awaken your third eye. And Mira Kelly will present a 2-day intensive workshop on Beyond Past Lives. Join WOW for intimate, experiential, life-changing workshops and evening presentations that will inspire you. You can choose 2 half-day workshops and receive 1 half-day workshop for free through December 31st. Join a supportive community of women on their journey to discover and develop their passions and purpose in life. Women of Wisdom is the place to be. This February 11th through the 15th. Go to thewowconference.org. That's the WOW conference.org to discover all the diverse offerings WOW has to offer you.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. It's so great to have you tune us in and turn us on today. It's wonderful. Francine Vale joining me here today. Angels and Light Beings Radio. And, you know, part of this is looking at how do we all connect the dots as we move forward and really play with this amazing energy. What I should have said also in the last segment is you are so welcome to call in if you have not experienced what Francine does. You're welcome to call in. I believe we'll be able to take a couple of our listeners that have not had an angel healing before. We'll be able to take a couple of calls if after we come back from the break. So if that is something you'd like to experience, if there's something that you're sensing, a healing is warranted, give us a shout. And many times we don't know that it's a healing. We just know there's something bugging us, right? Something just bugging us, something not right. 1-800-930-2819. Benny will get you in the queue, and you'll be able to connect with Francine directly. Francine, before we get going, I mean, this is really related to our topic today about quantum angel healing. Let's talk about the response. You made an offer to our listeners on the show last time, and it was phenomenal that you got so many people that either emailed you or connected with you. Tell us what that was like for you. That was your first show with us, and you got to meet some of our listeners up close and personal.
Yes.
Yes.
It was, thank you for asking that question because I love expressing how I felt about it. It was a beautiful, beautiful, loving experience between myself, the angels, and whoever requested a healing. So one of my core belief systems is that I offer more than I'm asked for and create in that way a beautiful energy. And when you offer more than you're asked for, you are creating a loving environment. And in our world today, where that doesn't happen very often, and so I offered the free healings, and the response was everyone who wrote in, first of all, was so kind, loving, respectful, and good. The goodness was the overriding factor. And I spend a lot of time on the response, at least an hour, usually more, an hour, 15, 20 minutes, an hour and a half, to write a good response addressing all the questions and bringing the angels in to their response. And I have to tell you, when I'm writing the email to each one of you, I feel the presence of the angels when they come in. So it's a combination of my knowledge of what I know as a healer, and that is about maybe 30% and 70% of the angelic presence. And I feel the vibrations in my body when your angel is connecting with me to give you what you need to know. And when you receive it and you read it, you will feel, and people did feel, the vibrations in their body. And the beauty of this method is that you now have the email. And it's usually a page or more longer if you measured it and if you printed it out. It would be maybe a page and a half. And you can refer to that over and over again. Over again, you are receiving that energy. It is just, it's miraculous. And I'm sharing this with all the healers who I know, who I talk to, every opportunity I have. And their eyebrows go up, their eyes begin to sparkle, and they realize that is a wonderful idea, a wonderful new connection to make with people in our time. And so now that we're all so everyday familiar with email, and the angelic energy just, it's there, and don't ask me how it happens. It's probably a quantum mechanic way of reaching you, but it's embedded in the word, and you receive it. And it's exhilarating to you as the recipient, and it's absolutely exhilarating to me as the vehicle, and the angels are absolutely in heaven to be able to bring this, bringing heaven to earth. That's what we are doing. And when I say angels, angels, we have a biblical connotation. And yes, because there is a holy value to angels, they are beings of light who, for most part, have not incarnated on earth. So they are just pure love. They are pure love, and they advise us with that energy of pure love, which is healing. Let's not forget that the healing comes through in unconditional love for you. And for me, I'm receiving that too, so you can just imagine how ecstatic an experience it is. And I thank each one, everyone who has responded. I really thank you, heartfelt thanks, because we are creating a better world by doing this together, by engaging in this process. We are creating a better world. And then you talk about it to your friends, relatives, and spread the love.
Yeah. I want to read something, and this really talks to our topic today. And, what we're talking about on the show today is looking at quantum angel healing beyond linear time. And Francine, I want to say that something that you said is so important, and it has to do with healing as well. There are many, many layers, many shades of healing, right? And sometimes we don't quite know that we have something to heal. We just know that something's not exactly right. I never thought in a million years, I really didn't, when I started this, right here, and what a great team here at the Dr. Pat Show and Transformation Talk Radio, but I didn't think in a million years that I would be sitting here doing a show and, get an email this morning from a listener in a place in Ukraine that I can't even pronounce to you. But can I read it to you, Francine?
Oh, please, yes. Yes, please do.
From the Ukraine, right? I've got the address and I've got the name of the individual, which I'm not going to say because I don't have permission to say it. But I will tell you this is what it says. It says, hello. with great pleasure to listen to your programs. Thank you very much for your work. Quality programs and good mood. Good mood. I love that. I would love that. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a nice day and prosperity, your fan. And this is from a place that I don't, Ivano-Frankivska, Ukraine. That's not in this country, right? That's a whole nother country.
Yes, yes. Well, what we're talking about, Dr. Pat, is universal. And it goes beyond our little space that we take up in the world. It's universal. It's all around the world. It's humanity as a brotherhood and sisterhood of loving beings. And when we see discordant energy around us, that is not our true nature. Our true nature of humanity is compassion and love. It comes natural. But we are living here, and we get into the energy of survival. So the real charge of our life here is to deal with survival and not forget who we are. And if we do forget, we are born into forgetting, and we forget a lot, to remember who we are and be that. That's our true essential self. And so people everywhere will respond to this, because this is the longing of the soul, the longing of the heart and soul of each one of us to find this. So it reminds us of who we are, and it feels so good. And I'm learning along with all of you. With all of you who are listening, I learn too. I'm not a scientist, and it's not easy for me to explain quantum mechanics. I know it when I read it, but it is the scientific explanation of what I do as a spiritual healer. That this ability to affect one another with our thought and our words and even our presence when we're in a whole different part of the world. That's quantum mechanics. We affect and change one another with our very presence, with our own thought. As amazing as that sounds, we do. And that's how we do distant healing, by holding one another in a place of love. When we call it prayer, prayer is effective. It works.
I love it.
It works.
We're going to take a short break. Yeah, when we come back, Diane would love to chat with us here. Got a great question for us, general question, but it's one that is on the hearts and in the minds of so many people. Diane, stay tuned. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to go right to the phones. Francine Vale's in the house, angelsandlightbeings.com. Check it out. We'll be right back.
No, I never got her name or time to find out anything. I loved her just the same.
A morning filled with dynamic, inspirational music, spirituality, and uplifting messages by TJ Woodward. Come and connect with community conversations and awaken your senses. Awakened Living Sundays with TJ Woodward. Join TJ every Sunday in the San Francisco Bay Area Chapel at Fort Mason and live streaming online 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Pacific Time. To learn more and access the live stream, visit www.awakenedlivingsf.org. Has asthma or allergies got you singing the raspy blues? Allergy and Asthma Networks is the nation's premier nonprofit patient-centered network of doctors, caregivers, patients, and healthcare professionals who are dedicated to ending death and suffering due to asthma, allergies, and related conditions. Join President and CEO Tanya Winders each month on the Dr. Pat Show to learn more, and visit allergyasthmanetwork.org today. Breathe better together with Allergy and Asthma Network. The new era of financial planning is upon us, where it is just as important to focus on your inner wealth game as it is your outer wealth game. Would you like to be in the forefront of this new groundbreaking financial movement? Lynn Brown, award-winning financial planner, energy coach, and international radio host, will share real, actionable money wisdom infused with empowering tips, fear-busting exercises, and money-growing magnetism. Are you ready to create your fully financially healthy life? Join Lynn for this free 2-hour full-spectrum financial planning workshop in Bellevue, Washington on January 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. Register by January 5th as space is limited and will fill up fast. Call in today at 425-372-4749. That's 425-372-4749. Light food and beverages will be included. See you there.
If you're one of the millions of Americans suffering from anxiety, you probably know how powerless and out of control this emotion can make you feel. This is why it is so important to remember that anxiety is created by your mind, which means that you can learn to use your mind to uncreate it. Hello, my name is Dr. Friedman Schaub. My award-winning book, The Fear and Anxiety Solution, provides you with a step-by-step breakthrough process to understand and resolve the root causes of your anxiety and build a solid foundation of confidence and inner peace. If you're ready to take your power back, visit thefearandanxietysolution.com. That's thefearandanxietysolution.com, or call 866-903-6463. That's 866-903-MIND.
I'll love her till my last breath's gone. Like a river made of silver, everyone came running to the scene. I was shot down in cold blood by an angel in blue jeans.
Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. I have to tell you guys, Francine and I connected about 6 months ago, and we've been working together ever since. And I wanted to show you something. If you're listening to this show, whether you're listening live or whether you're listening, one of our podcasts or an encore presentation, check out the website angelsandlightbeings.com, and you will get a sense of how visually Francine's message looks. And pretty soon, we're going to have more information on how you can schedule calls and readings with her. You can also go, to her other website, which I want to make sure I give you, which is francinevale.com. Please make sure you take a look at her book, Song of the Heart. We'll be talking about that as we go forward. But today it's about quantum vibrations, quantum heartbeat, and even the essence of pure light. Francine, we've got one of our fabulous, fabulous listeners calling into the show today, Mr. Benny. Who do we have?
It'll be Diane calling from Seattle. Diane, welcome to the show.
Hey, Diane. How are you?
Thank you very much. I just absolutely love your shows, and it's wonderful to have Francine on.
I know.
My question today has to do with a healing for myself. I had a pancreas surgery. And actually, I have several little issues that are hanging on, and I would like to get rid of them. Okay. And then I would like to know what the possibilities for the new year are going to be.
Okay. The surgery that you had, you said it was pancreas? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. In the very beginning of the show, in the opening, I talked about initiation. And that is a kind of statement that will bring you into the vibration that you need to be in. It's everything that I receive from the light beings and the angels has a purpose that I may not even see at the moment. And I received that. I was told to read that the way they gave it to me. Because when you place yourself in that vibration, you are accomplishing self-healing and becoming self-empowered. And that's what the new year is really going to be about. Each one of us becoming self-empowered and finding out where our true power lies. We have the ability to help ourselves to heal faster and to heal ourselves. And this is what's coming. It's coming. Now, I am here to help you. I am here to help in this transition. It's as if we are all stepping through a portal into a higher frequency. And all we need is the desire to do so. And as we step into that higher frequency is a frequency of love and healing. So while I'm talking to you, right now your angels are coming through, and I'm feeling it in my body, and I'm guessing that you're starting to feel it in your body. It's a warmth, it's a vibration.
Yes.
It just feels loving, gentle, and it's traveling through your body. It's sometimes, for me right now, it's coming through the heart chakra, so I'm guessing that it's coming in through your heart center as well, and filling your body and traveling down into your pancreas. And so your pancreas is filling with golden healing light. And that penetrates deep into the cellular structure of not only your pancreas, but everything, all the organs and everything surrounding your pancreas, your entire body. And it travels up into the higher cells of your body and down into your legs, up into your neck and into your head, helping you to transform your thoughts into pure thoughts of love for yourself. It is time for you to learn to love yourself and to love yourself fully and embrace yourself, who you are, beautiful being of light. That is in your essence. Here we are in our human form, but we are beings of light. And so while I'm talking to you, are you feeling it?
Yes, I am. I can feel the warmth. It's absolutely incredible. And the peace. There's a peace, a calm.
Excellent. And now there's another wave that's coming on stronger because, my dear, you are welcoming it and you are open to receive it with your full heart and desire and awareness of your angels. It is coming through in the third wave now. And you should be feeling this. This is penetrating deeply, deeply into your being, not only for your pancreas, but for all of you, so that you can be strengthened in the time to come and fulfill your destiny here on earth. And truly learn to love yourself, be kind to yourself, and speak about the angels and how you are helped. And repeat the initiation. Yes?
Yes. I took notes on I will get your book, and I hope the initiation is in there. And I do share the information that I have about the angels with other people.
That is wonderful. That is absolutely, you are going with the flow of the new frequency, of the new higher frequency. You are bringing it into your own body. That's what we must do. That's why we're here, to manifest this higher frequency on Earth, to uplift the planet. And we do it with our mortal bodies. And we sacrifice a lot, but then we receive the healing. And we reconnect with our true essential self. So be blessed. Blessings on you, dear, and walk in the light. Stay in the light no matter what happens. Every day of your life. Yes.
Thank you very, very much.
Diane, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel really, I feel warm, very, very warm, and I feel very loved. I feel very calm. My whole body is very calm, at peace. It feels absolutely incredible.
Now, what I will do for you, Diane, and this is also as we are working for you, the angels are here to work for everyone who's listening. So everyone who's listening, all dear friends, open your hearts to receive this beautiful, uplifting, healing, angelic frequency into your heart. And I will continue. This is my pledge to you. I will continue to transmit to you, Diane. Between the hours of 12 midnight and 1 a.m., I transmit distant healing. And I will do that. And I will do it actually with the help of the angels for everyone who desires to receive it, who is listening.
Wow.
We are making a huge breakthrough. This is a breakthrough, and I will continue to transmit to you throughout the week. That's what I do for people who request healing. It goes on for a whole week between 12 and 1. And it is absolutely possible through quantum mechanics to do this and reach each and every one of you with incredible, unconditional, angelic love.
Wow. Thank you so much, Diane. Thank you. We're going to take a short break, everyone. When we come back, Francine's going to tell us a little bit more about initiation, but also for those of you that are reaching into the show and you want to find out more information, we'll make sure we give you plenty of information. Let's take a short break, everyone. When we come back, more with Francine Vale right here on the show, Angels and Light Beings. We'll be right back.
It's been a long time now. You've been hanging out.
What if your body and mind were the compasses to the secrets, mysteries, and magic of life? Glenna Rice, co-host of The Questionable Parent, is inviting you to access all that is possible. Glenna is a 10-year certified veteran access consciousness facilitator who offers an amazing variety of life-changing classes and workshops. Work with Glenna from anywhere with teleclasses and workshops all over the globe. To learn more and see Glenna's current schedule of events, classes, and workshops, visit glennarice.com.
Awaken to your radiant, authentic self. For over 15 years, Soul Purpose Advocate Nancy Monson has been focused on leading change in the lives of those looking to live their true purpose. She is devoted to supporting people in living a soul-directed life every day. Let Nancy help you overcome fear, worry, and doubt. Visit everydayspirituality.com to learn how Nancy can be your Soul Purpose Advocate.
What are vibes? We often use this word, but did you know vibes can actually be useful and help solve our everyday challenges? Embark on an exciting learning journey with Caitlin Keat, 11-time Visionary Award winner, specialist in vibrational energy, and the creator of Vibes Up. Join Caitlin as she takes you through the world of vibrational therapy and energy healing, with natural solutions for a modern world. Visit vibesup.com to learn more today.
What if we really didn't have to die to go to heaven? Are you curious about the afterlife or rebirth? The highly anticipated new book from author Dr. Susan Allison, You Don't Have to Die to Go to Heaven, is available now. Find out how to find guidance and healing in the spirit realms. Order the book today and put it on your must-read list for 2016. Visit drsusanallison.com to learn more.
In retirement, will you outlive your money? It's a common question for people approaching retirement, but it doesn't need to weigh on you. Ask Ameriprise financial advisor Jeff Packman about the new Confident Retirement Approach. You and Jeff can break down retirement planning step by step to get the real answers you need. Call Jeff Packman, financial advisor, today at 425-453-0272. Office is located at 601 108th Avenue Northeast, Suite 1800, Bellevue, Washington, 98004. The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Ameriprise Financial Services, Inc., member of FINRA and SIPC.
Almost everyone at some time in their lives ask themselves, what am I? Most of our questions are ego-generated and simply don't address the problem of our false self. It's time to relax your ego and embody your soul. Dr. Dan Cohen, neurologist, inventor, and author, has created tools to awaken, a new way to transform from who you thought you were into what you truly are. Visit toolstoawaken.com today.
that you've been drifting at sea, sailing on an ocean of tears.
Oh my gosh, what a great show. I love this. Francine Vale. And like I said before, you can go to francinevale.com or you can go to angelsandlightbeings.com. Check it out. Right now, I want to make sure that, we just tell people how they can work with you directly. I mean, this is kind of the number one question we get. You and I get so focused on the topic, we forget to tell people, how they can connect with you directly. And how they can either work with you. I know you've been doing the email healings, how they can continue to do that. So tell folks the best way to get a hold of you and how can they work with you directly?
Sure. Send an email to Francine, angelhealer@gmail.com, and put into this email your name, age, geographic location, and tell me what your situation is. Let it all come through, anything you wish to say. And when it started, what was happening in your life at that time? And if there was anyone else involved. And I will meditate on this, call in the angels, as I always do for healings. They are actually right beside me, so it's automatic at this point. As soon as I start to type, they're right there, and you will receive a very full response to your question that will give you everything you need to know. And if you have a question after that, you are free to send me another email, and we will continue the dialogue, because it's not just for me to answer your one email. It's for me to hold you in a place of unconditional love and help you get through whatever it is that you are dealing with in your life at the present time. And it is entirely possible to do that. And so that's what I do. Now, this time around, I'm charging a nominal fee of $35, which you can pay through PayPal. And my PayPal account, if you have a pencil handy, is, and of course this replays, you can always listen again, is FrancineVale18@gmail.com.
Perfect.
And so that's my PayPal account, $35. I try to make it a very nominal amount. That's the number when I tell people what my fee is and they are in financial straits. I say, pay me what you can easily afford. I'm not here to add to your stress. And so the number that most people come up with is $35. And so I decided to just make it that, which is very, very low. And it does take over an hour for me to respond in a way that will be truly helpful to you and to also be there for you when you need me. And what I also offer through my email is a way for you to reach me by text. So I will include in my email response my phone number so you can text me when you have an emergency. So if something is bothering you that you need an immediate response to, you send me a text, and I immediately respond to that. That's the way I work with my clients. I'm always there 24/7, and I'm there for you, dear listeners. And maybe at some point down the road, we'll actually get to meet through a personal appearance that I would love to do. And I will say that the more you open your heart to receive, the greater your healing will come through for you. It's all for you. And each one of you listening, I thank you each for listening, because we are spreading the love around the world. And that is the way we will create a better world, through love. And it is the most powerful force is love. The most powerful force. You can give love in the tiniest increment, and it will heal. So can you imagine when you open your heart and give love fully with all that you have? Imagine the force of that.
I mean, this is really what we're now learning through the integration of science and spirituality. You know, for years, these two have been diametrically opposed. But even today's show and the conversation about quantum, right? It brings together the life force, the energy that actually, was never really meant to be separate and apart. Einstein, I think.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes, Einstein had a lot to say about this, and I actually found a wonderful article about quantum mechanics. And it is true that science, it's called the meeting of science and spirit, which I saw was going to happen. I saw this 30 years ago. I said the meeting of science and spirit, it will be slow and then it will gather momentum. And the truth is that the awareness and practice of quantum mechanics in conjunction with medical knowledge, it has the potential to create unlimited well-being for all people. And I believe this research will in the future result in a major transformation in the practice of medicine. And so slowly, medical teachings in medical schools will be transformed, and doctors will understand this. And indeed, in the time of Hippocrates, the father of medicine, a doctor was not even given his full license. A student was not given his full license to practice until he mastered astrology. It was considered a science because there are times that are more auspicious for surgery on certain parts of the body. And they understood this, and they lived in the flow of nature. And that was very important teaching. And so all of this is coming back now. And it's all very important. We must educate ourselves and not hand our power over to another person, but hold on to our own power. Become self-empowered through knowledge. And it's all available for us. It's also easily available for us these days. Years ago, I used to have medical books, so I could look up. After I do the healing, I look up sometimes if I don't know what that is about, what that illness or disease is about. I look it up to make sure I'm on the right track, and it always is. It always is. And so now we just do it on the Internet. We don't have to have huge volumes on our labs, like I used to. So it's all kind of miraculous, and we need to go with this and develop ourselves into our fuller potential.
Yeah.
And I would like to say this also. I was thinking during the break. Yeah. There's so much knowledge to impart. I have so much to share with you that we barely scratch it with each episode. And as you stay with us and tune in, you will get more and more familiar, become more and more comfortable with this process of healing at a distance without even knowing each other.
Yeah. I think for years, Francine, people have talked about the power and potential of quantum healing. And, now we get to experience it. It used to be when something would happen like of what we're experiencing today, we would call it a miracle. We're now going from the term miracle. We're moving from it being miracles that happen in our everyday lives to expectation, right?
Yes.
Right. Wow.
The miraculous is becoming part of our everyday life. Yes.
I love it. What a great show. And Francine was doing an entire series with us. She will be with us for a very long time. Again, this has been a great show. Francine, thank you so much. One last question. What's your personal message? What would you like to leave us with today?
Personal message is the same as always. Dear friends, open your heart, open your mind to the greater reality of all that is. We are part of the most magnificent light, and we are light. We each have a soul that is a spark of light within our heart chakra, open to know your own soul more and more with greater familiarity with your own soul. That is our saving grace. Opening to our own soul light and connecting with it. And that's what the angels are here for, to help you do that. To help you do that. And you will resonate with these words because this is our longing in this time. And so I send out unconditional love to each one of you. And may you all open to your guardian angel and your higher self and become your true, authentic self.
Thank you, Francine. Thank you so much. Many blessings. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back.